Dear viewer, in this video we explain the chapter Functioning and Functioning Related. My name is Kees van Boven and together with Huub ten Apel we are the project leaders of the ICPC-3 consortium. The consortium, hosted by the Radboud University Nijmegen in the Netherlands at the Department of Primary and Community Care, consists of several representatives from international bodies and scientific associations. On behalf of the colleges, the representatives take part in the development of the new classification. The chapter Functioning and Functioning Related is under the Roman II. I click on it. This chapter describes functioning and functioning related aspects of persons or patients in the context of health. In the right-hand window, you can see a comprehensive description of this chapter. The classes are topics which are in many cases of great importance to the patients and by which it can be indicated what a person can or cannot do. As an example, to gain a better understanding of the consequences of having arthritis, it's important to know whether someone can wash themselves, walk stairs, etc. It's precisely this detailed information that gives a direction to our actions, to our policy. By using the classes in this chapter, you can capture more person-oriented information and also register the follow-up. But first, how did we come to the choice of the classes in this chapter? The choice of these items is based on three pillars. The first pillar, a selection of classes from the WHO International Classification of Functioning, Disability and Health. The classes selected for primary care give an overview of what a person can do or cannot do, taking into account his or her context at a certain point in time. As a specific application for primary health care, together with a group of patients, the primary care functioning scale has been developed with an intended population of people with the age of 50 and older with multimorbidity. Especially within multimorbidity, the problem of functioning is often a more important concern than the condition itself. The second pillar is a subset of the ICF used in France, and this application was developed for prescribing sick leave. In many countries, including for example in France and Belgium, assessing whether someone can work is part of the doctor's daily work. The third pillar is the WUDAS, and the WUDAS is the World Health Organization Disability Assessment Schedule 2.0. It's a generally applicable tool for assessing difficulties caused by health or mental illness. This assessment tool is recommended to be used to collect data on the level of functioning of adults aged 18 years and older. The questions from these three questionnaires have been rolled back to the original terms from which they have been derived and are structured into two components as showed in this chapter. Within the chapter, I'll click on it, there are two components, 2F, the functioning, and 2R, the functioning related. First, we deal with 2F. Functioning of a person is determined by and depends on the physiological functions. This is 2F. I will open it. So from 2F71 and to 2F99 are the classes related to physiological functions, but our functioning is also related by the performance of task or the actions by the person. The class is under activities and participation. I will open it. There you see all the activities and the participation classes. From the point of view of primary healthcare, activities and participation are at the heart of shaping a person-centered approach. This means that in the ICPC-3, the activities and participations chapters comes first, followed by the function chapters. As everywhere in the ICPC-3, in the right-hand window there is more content information about a class. It's a description, the links to different classifications, and to a terminology. As an example, we choose the activity watching. So it's an activity. I go to watching. The description explains this is about looking at something consciously, about visually following a movement. It's here in the description. So it's really an activity. There is a link to the ICF, the watching with the code. There's no link to the ICD. There's no link to the SNOMED CT. However, this class can be linked to the French scale, ATSIF. In all the classes, as you can see, it's possible to use the severity scale. It's possible to indicate, for instance, whether the reduced vision is not a problem, a minor problem, or a serious problem for this patient. So it's the opinion of the patients in the severity scale. And the severity scale, this allows you to follow the changes over time, and also to set goals. So with the class, for example, in 2F83, dizziness of 2F80, seeing functions, we can describe the functions related to perception. So it's about perception, such as visual acuity, the field of view, and the quality of visus. I close this component and we go to component 2R, functioning related. Functioning related factors describe the context in which the functioning takes place and how or with which support the function is performed. They consist of the environmental factors in which the person lives, the things outside the person. These are the classes 2R. I will open it. 2R01 to 2R29, and the personality functions in which one person differs from the other person. I will open it again. 2R30 to 2R39. Personality functions require the personal perception and expression of, and to what extent, a personal characteristics plays a role in the context of the person's health. Personality functions may only be used if they are provided by the person themselves and with permission for use or reuse. So these classes are not intended to express the caregiver's opinion about the person. So summarizing, with the classes in this chapter, it's possible to systematically record what a person can do, physiologically, using the classes in the function, and what a person actually does and participates in the activities and participation related to his or her social context. Some classes in this chapter overlap with class names in the symptom, complaints, and abnormal findings component. These class names, such as dizziness, refer to the same phenomenon, but have a different purpose or play a different role. For instance, dizziness as a problem in a function, 2F83, so let's go back. Dizziness can be used descriptively to understand the extent to which a person experiences dizziness as a problem. Coding with the degree of severity of the problem in the function makes the dizziness and the changes in it traceable and also available for discussion and comparable and countable. So you can read much of the explanation in the right side of the screen. So thank you for watching this video.